I want to talk about some frequently asked questions about LumaBooth, our favorite photo booth software, LumaBooth. Questions. These are, I don't even have to write this down because this is how frequent they happen. Question is, can you print with LumaBooth? The answer is yes. LumaBooth allows you to print. It also allows you to do digital photo booths, meaning you can take photos, videos, boomerangs, but instead of print, you can do digital sharing, text, email, QR code, airdrop. Another question that I get often with LumaBooth is, why do the photos save on the iPad? Why is it always saving on there? Can I make that not happen? The answer is, let me tell you why first. Let me actually tell you why. It saves to the iPad because if you're in an event and there's no internet connection or a bad one, people can still use the photo booth, and those photos that are taken get stored on the iPad so that when you close the app, then you establish an internet connection, then you launch LumaBooth, the LumaBooth will go to the iPad to get those photos to send it to the customers. It's needed, you guys. It has to happen. And if you somehow find a way for that not to happen, you're going to have problems. So another question I get all the time is, why are my photos inverted, right? Like, how come everything is flipped around? And the real answer to that is, it's because if it's not flipped around, you see here, if you read this, it says guts. It would be backwards. You wouldn't be able to read it. That's a problem if you have prop signs. And also, it's helping. So if I move right, the screen will show it moving the same way. If it's not inverted, if I move right, it'll go this way. And that's really like, it's not helpful. Another question I get is, can you use a flash with LumaBooth? And the answer is yes, but you have to connect a DSLR camera. If you're using like an iPad only, there's no flash. You have to actually use a constant light. Another question I get asked often is, how much does LumaBooth cost? Well, with my sign up link, right? And if you're watching this on YouTube, it's in the description. You can create your account and then get a discount. $18 a month or $195 for the year. If you get LumaBooth through the App Store, I believe it's $20 a month, and then the yearly is like $200 or something. So super affordable. Another question is, how do I give the customer all the photos? And the answer is through photoshare.co. You go to photoshare.co on your phone, on your computer, you use your login credentials for LumaBooth, then you can manage the event, you can get the link, you can delete photos, you can do so much more. I highly recommend you look into photoshare.co. Another question I get asked all the time is about internet. Do you need internet for the photo booth? The answer is yes for majority, and then no for a few things. So you need an internet connection, and that can be either cellular on your iPad or you connecting to an outside source of internet via Wi-Fi. But if you want to be able to take photos and send those photos instantly via text, email, if you want to be able to generate a QR code, you need internet for it to send it up. And having that internet will also allow those photos and videos and all that stuff taken to go on the photo share link, the gallery link. Because if there's no internet on it, nothing is going up, right? It's just going to stay on the iPad until you establish that connection. Another question I get asked often is LumaBooth going to get all the AI features that a lot of other softwares have? And the answer is, I'm not sure exactly because I don't own the company and I'm just a guy that loves it, that promotes it and has a pretty good relationship with the company, but I don't know. But if I'm guessing, I think yes, but it's going to be over time. You know, you don't get the software that affordable and have everything. There is a catch, and the catch is they're a little slow to come out with these features, but my honest opinion is I don't really use it. I don't really have customers that want AI. And I mean, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but like LumaBooth has everything that I need. And I very rarely have somebody wanting something more than what LumaBooth offers. But to answer the question is, maybe soon. Next question I get, does LumaBooth have a phone number for customer service? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they don't. And that's kind of the reason why at Photo Booth 101, we created a LumaBooth group chat on WhatsApp, because typically if you want to get help, you have to do a few things. Either one, send an email to support or message somebody on their website. You know, they have that little like chat button, and that can take some time. So what we've done is we created a private group chat with over 500 people. It's on WhatsApp. You have a problem, you can go to the chat. And the way to get access to that is to actually use our LumaBooth sign up and discount link. Then you email me, hey Drew, we signed up, or you DM me somewhere and just say, hey, I use your link. Then I'll provide that group chat once I verify. Or you can buy access to it on our website. But the support is probably one of the things I think that LumaBooth lacks, is like quick, fast help. But to me, to be honest with you guys, I personally have never needed to use it. I mean, to me, the software is super reliable, and I very rarely have any issues. But like if you're new, I can understand how you may want like a phone number to call, and you might want that help instantly. So that's kind of why we created that chat. And also too, like if you're Friday night at an event, most support lines are closed. I know there's some software companies that have like 24-hour, so like it's really helpful to have like a community to be able to help. Or you can even use LumaBooth's Facebook group. They have a Facebook group which is super helpful. Another question I get asked almost every day is, when I want to print with LumaBooth just using my iPad, is there a way to not have to use a laptop or have to use anything? Can it just go straight into the printer? And the answer is no. Unless you have an air printer. But in my opinion, any printer that has air print capabilities is not a good photo booth printer. So if you want to use a good photo booth printer, you're going to need either a laptop, could be a Windows PC, doesn't need to be anything special or new, or a MacBook. My opinion, get yourself an older MacBook. 2020 is currently the year I would say don't go below, so you can run LumaBooth Assistant. But that's my favorite way with the laptop. I think it's the most reliable way. But you could use a WCM or an Aircast Pro, but you do need something in between, because remember, it's not a computer, it's an iPad. Another question I get asked often for LumaBooth is, how long do my photos exist on PhotoShare? I believe they give themselves 3 months on the free plan, so you have 3 months to where they'll like store it, I believe. But I've never heard of them ever deleting anything. But just know that like if they wanted to start deleting stuff, I believe they can, and they might, because it does get expensive to store stuff. So I'd say for sure 3 months, if I had to, like, based off of what I saw on PhotoShare. So yeah, just keep that in mind and always have your photos double backed up. I know they save on the iPad, but it might be a good idea to get like a hard drive and save them on there also. Another question I get asked often is, can I use LumaBooth on a tablet? The answer is no. It has to be iPad. It only works for iOS. You can't use a Samsung tablet or anything other than an iPad. You can also use LumaBooth on a MacBook too, because it's the same operating system. But I believe it has to have the M2 chip or newer, I believe. But 99% of the people are using the iPad. Thank you guys for watching this video. If there's a question you have, put it in the comments. And if you're a LumaBooth expert, which I know some of you guys are, go help people in the comments. Let's all help each other here. So thank you guys for watching this video. And remember, go to photobooth101.com to get all of your photo booth equipment. From your photo booth, your backdrops, the printer supplies, we have it all. photobooth101.com. Thanks for watching. God bless. See you soon.